Hi guys. It's been a bit of a weird time. I don't think I've ever recorded a children's story before or recorded anything before to send to kids. So you guys are the first people that I'm doing this for ever. And I keep getting the camera wrong. I know it's this side and I keep looking here at myself. So sorry about that. I hope you guys are doing good. It's week 7 or week 8? I've lost track of time of lockdown. But you guys need to get your children's story because you're so important as well, and your spiritual growth and your love of Jesus is important during this time too. So we're making efforts to make sure that you guys are taken care of. A big shout out to the children's team who makes sure that you guys get your stories every single week, right? I couldn't think of, and I struggled to think of a story for a while until I thought of the story in 1 Samuel chapter 13. In 1 Samuel chapter 13, it's the story of King Saul. And in 1 Samuel chapter 13, King Saul has been king of Israel for about a year or 2 years when the Philistines and the Israelites go to war. And Jonathan had beaten one small group, sort of, or battalion of the Philistines. And the Philistines were very angry. They'd lost, so they wanted to get revenge on the Israelites. And Saul and all the other Israelites sort of fled to a small town called Gilgal. A small town called Gilgal. And all the Israelites were there, and they asked and Saul asked the Israelites to join him and to come with him, and they came and joined him at Gilgal. And then the Philistines gathered 30,000 chariots. 30,000 chariots. That's 30,000 horses, 30,000 soldiers on chariots, arrows, swords, spears, to come and try and destroy the Israelites. Now you have to remember that the Israelites had only been a kingdom for 3 years. So they'd only had a king for about 3 years. So they still didn't have like an army or a big group of soldiers that would help them defend the Philistines. So they were extremely, extremely, extremely scared. But Samuel had told Saul that he must wait for 7 days. And he mustn't do anything, and he mustn't move, and he mustn't offer sacrifices or do anything at all. Just wait for 7 days, and Samuel would come to him at the end of the 7 days and tell him what the Lord wanted him to do. But every time the Israelites would wake up, for example, let's imagine, they would wake up and they would see 30,000 Philistines sitting in front of them, waiting to kill them. And they would be scared. And Saul is the king. He's the first king of Israel. There's never been another king. He doesn't know what to do. He's terrified. The army is huge, and it's his responsibility to lead them and to protect them and to take care of the Israelites. Day 1, nothing happens. They're waiting for Samuel. Samuel doesn't come. Day 2, nothing happens. They're waiting for Samuel. Samuel doesn't come. Day 3, they're waiting for Samuel. Nothing happens. Samuel doesn't come. Day 4, Day 5, Day 6, and all the time they can see these Philistines in the valley waiting to come and attack them, and they are terrified. On the 7th day, Saul gets a little impatient, and he's scared and he's stressed out, and he decides to take the animals and to offer a sacrifice that he was not supposed to offer to God. As soon as he sacrificed it, Samuel came over the hill. And he asked him, "What have you done? Why did you do this?" And Saul got angry and he said, "Well, you were late. I didn't know what else to do." And I'm not telling you this story so that we can judge Saul or we can laugh at King Saul or so that we can mock King Saul. I'm telling you the story to say that, number one, there have been a lot of changes in lockdown and we don't understand all of them and we don't always know what's going on. Our parents are happy sometimes they're stressed. We're locked indoors the whole day. We can't see our friends. We can't go play. We can't have sleepovers. we don't go to church, we don't go out of the house, and it's very difficult to get used to. And we're struggling, and our parents are struggling, and sometimes the adults kind of forget to check on you guys and to find out if you guys are doing okay and if you're holding up great. But I wanted to tell you that even big people and adults like King Saul and kings struggle with waiting, and struggle with being stuck indoors, and struggle with not being allowed to come outside and play with others, or go to war, or offer sacrifices, or wait for the prophet to arrive on time. So what you're feeling, any anxiety or stress or boredom that you might be feeling inside the house, is totally normal. Number two, I wanted to tell you guys that I am so incredibly proud of you. Most of you are dealing with a situation that you've never seen or understood before, and it's not always easy to explain it to you in a way that you'll understand. But you guys have been so patient, so understanding, so sweet, so helpful around the house. You give mommy and daddy a few extra hugs in the morning, and you tell them that you love them, and you listen a little more, and you understand that even though you can't go outside, and you're sweet and patient and tolerant. And I really wanted to give you guys a high five and a shout out for doing that. And I know that your parents are going to buy you ice cream for being patient as well. So I don't have a big long story to tell you, just that I know that lockdown is uncomfortable and it's difficult and it's been lasting forever. And sometimes your parents watch the news and they see the president talking and they come home very upset and stressed because of what the president has said. But you guys are handling it like champs, and you're handling it a lot better than King Saul did in the book of 1 Samuel. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys are okay, and that you're listening to your mom and dad, and that you're being nice to your siblings. Everybody's kind of stressed out, so if we can help a little bit, that'd be great. I hope you're all washing the dishes and doing your classes and all those sorts of things. I know it's hard and it's weird and it's different and it's awkward, but I want you to know that when you struggle, it's perfectly normal and more than okay, and that you're not the first people to struggle, and that King Saul and other big important adults also struggled with waiting. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you again when church reopens. Mwah.